Hi guys, so we have been discussing about compound angle formulas, which are these four equations displayed on the screen right now, right? And we discussed that we want to use compound angle formulas when we have special angles for these two angles. So we want to make sure that both A and B are special angles before we can expand them out. Or maybe the question is given in these forms over here. All of these angles, they must somehow appear in special angles. So either you're going to go from year to year or from year to year. You want to make sure that you have special angles present, right? So that you can go ahead and easily simplify everything. Because we know that with special angles, you know their ratios, right? You know their fractions. And so we also discussed that sometimes you might just want to use reduction formula. So for instance, maybe you might have sine 80 minus 36 degrees. Yes, these are two angles, right? So you can go ahead and use this formula over here to expand this out, or you can simply just stick to reduction formula, which you're going to get sine 45 degrees, which is a special angle, and you can simplify further, right? So you want to see if I use a compound angle, is it going to take long? Can I just use a reduction formula? So you kind of want to be strategic with which one you want to use. So now extending on to compound angle formulas, there is now what we call double angle formulas, which is pretty much following the same logic. So if you're given a question in these forms over here, 1, 2, 3, 4, you might want to expand them out in these forms over here, right? And if you notice, for a double angle, it's one angle but doubling it itself. So it is technically also a compound angle, but these two angles are the same angle. So we are essentially just adding them together to get 2a over here. So we rather just call it a double angle, and there are other formulas in which you can expand double angles, right? Which are these four formulas over here. Right, so, and if you notice here, for a double angle of a sine ratio, we only have one form, whereas with cos, we have three forms. And all of these three forms are going to give you the same answer. So for instance, let's say you have cos 2 multiplied by 36 degrees. If you expand them out in all of these three different forms, you're going to get to the same answer. So all of these three formulas are going to give you the same answer. You must just know, okay, in which question can I use this, or this, right? So again, you will want to be strategic with how you use these formulas for the double angle formulas. Okay, now that we're working with double angle formulas on this video, we can just go ahead and stick to these formulas for now. So yes, and with double angle formulas, again, you want to make sure that these angles, they are going to be special angles. So these now it's pretty much just a single angle double by itself, but you want to make sure that, okay, it's also in special angles. I mean, you can technically work with these formulas even without them being special angles, but in a case where they will say without using a calculator, you kind of want to make sure that you're working with special angles, right? And more of this will be covered as we're going to be doing our example, so that we can get the feel of these formulas and how they play a part in expanding out and getting our answers.